everyone, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, and today instead of doing a process video, I thought it would be fun to do it showing you how I'm going to fix a couple of things about my layout. I was just flipping through, I was going to put these into a new album, and I kept looking at this saying, I don't like it. I couldn't figure out really exactly what it was I didn't like, but I didn't like it. At the time, I think what I was trying to do was use this pattern paper, which is from a kit. I was trying to use it with the purple in this, and it just doesn't work, right? So, my first fix is going to be to take it off of this purple. I never scrap with this color, but I had gotten it in a kit, and so I was trying to be really good and include it. So that's the first part. I'm just going to take that off, and instead I'm going to use white. Funny enough, this is almost the exact same shade. It's a little bit lighter, but it is basically the same shade. So you can see if I put that onto white cardstock instead, it's already a completely different feel, and I love it. But this frame still bothers me. So how I'm going to fix that is I just found another frame, and it just says Playtime Transparency, and I'm not even going to remove the frame I had. I'm just going to add this one over top of it like that. I'm going to slide it down. Oh, I can. I had this said it's all good. It was a frame that said it's all good, which makes no sense because I would never use that saying. So I'm going to just put that like that and then put the love back over it because I like the love. So once again, it helps soften that. So it's almost like a double frame, which is kind of fun. And I'm just going to take my stapler and I'm going to staple it like that. And then all I have left to deal with is to figure out this. And what I think I'm going to use is one of my mists or something and just mist it over to be more of this green color. So I'm going to do that right now. So I finished it, and as you can see, I just redid this, so now it is in the same teal color, which is, I think it's a better option than what I was doing. And I think what I was trying to do was I had this washi and I had just gotten it in a kit, so I was trying to use it, and the flowers were that color, so I was just trying to, I think, bring that out instead of focusing on the pictures of Sean and myself instead. So I know where I was going with it. It just didn't turn out the way I wanted. So anyways, so I added that, and then I also just added this little arrow. There were 3 arrows right here that I just took off and added this one instead. I thought the balance was better. So that's the first one. I'm going to do a couple of them. I think this is a great idea to just show you how to fix a few layouts without doing a whole refresh series on it. Okay, so here's another one. So this is when I was just kind of getting back into my flow of scrapbooking. I had ordered some kits. I was working on doing layering the way I do it now, and so I just wasn't quite there. So it's like the designs there. You can see it's a great effort, but it's missing some stuff. So what it is missing is definitely layering underneath here. So I'm gonna pull this up and do that. And again, this color, it's pretty. It is so pretty, you guys, but I just cannot make it work. I just can't. And then there's also this washi tape, which is the same color. I don't want this. So I'm going to rip that off, take off some of the embellishments, and work on doing some layering. So as you see, I stripped the whole page except for this because I want that to be my base of where I'm going to do everything. I actually really love this. If I can bring this up close, do you see this line? This is left over from when I ripped off the washi tape. I did this layout quite a while ago, so it left this really cool pink line, and that's light enough that I really actually like it. So it's always neat. Stuff like that can happen. Keep that in mind. Let me quickly show you what this isn't glued down yet, but I inked it with a little more misting. So I did cracked pistachio, and I also did my Heidi Swapp gold mist that I have. I have made 2 layers for this now. So there is yellow and a teal color, which kind of really match with this. So I will just place, I like this embellishment. I want to keep that the way it is. And I will just line this up the way it was. I have was looking at this and I've straightened up the new a little, and I realized that though I like new do, I want to add the word hair. So I'm going to use these Remarks letter stickers to do hair, and then the other part is my journaling was just on this. I don't know. Once again, it was a kit, so I was trying to use what was in the kit, and this was in the kit. And it says, my long hair was driving me insane, so I chopped it all off. So yeah, I guess it kind of tells a bit of the story, but not enough to my liking. So I want to add some new journaling and then finish up with my embellishments. One thing I kind of thought I'd mention is if you know where this page is going in your album already, because like I'm redoing this, right? So I already know where in my album it's going. Keep in mind when you're doing your misting, if your album, if this is going to a page on the right, mist this way, and if it's going to the page on the left, mist this way. It will help your eye do a visual triangle like this, because you're misting and your eye moves up and then over to the next layout or back to the layout on this side. Just something to keep in mind. So I'm going to add that and put the rest on the page, and then I'll show you my finished layout with it for the redo of this. And I'll be right back. So this is my finished layout. So really it looks really a lot the same, right? That's the point. I did not want to completely re-scrap it. I loved the, I don't know what you call it. I love what I had started. I just needed a final finish. So the first thing I did is I added these 2 strips of pattern paper at the top and also at the bottom here, and then I added this too to tie in. I did, like I showed you, the layering. I added a little doily to this just to help stand that out, and basically because this was gray, I could then tie in my journaling in gray. Did my journaling, added the hair, so it says new hairdo. This embellishment was down at the bottom down here, and I just simply moved it up there. So I really enjoy this a lot more. I feel like maybe something should go right here still, but other than that, I'm really happy. And I really love how the splattering, I didn't do this on purpose, but when I laid it down, how this works right here. Don't you love when you splatter and it does what you want it to do? I did add a tiny bit of gold washi as well, just to kind of help ground the fact that there's gold on the layout. And that is the second fix. So I may do one more. I think I'm going to do one more for you guys. So I will be back with the other one. So this is a little bit of a long video. Sorry about that, guys. But I think it's fun and I think it's something you'll enjoy. So, but if you don't and you don't want me to do this again, just let me know, okay? Alrighty, I'll be back with the next one. Okay, guys. So just to let you know, we're days later from when I first, excuse me, when I first recorded this. My nails are different. I just wanted to let you know what's going on, because I'm sure you're seeing different clothes appearing and everything like that. I've just been doing this in a bit of a as I get to it sort of thing. So just about that. So this is the last one I want to do. They are pictures of taking selfies with my old phone. I miss this phone. It was my American phone when I lived in the States, and obviously once I moved up here, I couldn't use it anymore. So anyways, that's what these pictures are about. And I titled it Selfie down here, although you can't see it because I already took it off. And so I want to kind of play off the same thing, but I want to use that title. But first, let me take a selfie because, you know, I think it's very relevant to this time period. So that's what I want to do. I just used my knife and I cut that off. Basically because I really still like this yellow heart, so I want to use this for something else. And I flipped this over and I'm looking and I'm like, oh, other than the fact that I cut this right here, I still really like the way this layout looked, like the color of it. So I'm going to keep this, and then I just grabbed a piece of pattern paper that I liked, and I'm going to use this. So this is now going to be, how pretty is that? I think this is one of my favorite color combinations, blue and yellow like this. So I'm going to do that, and then I will use, obviously I'm not going to use this would look horrible,
but I'm going to use some layering and just redo the whole thing and relabel the title of it. So this one is almost a complete rescrap, except for the fact that I am still using the same pattern paper, and I'm going to use this heart that I think I got in a kit, and it had the holes in it, so I just did the back stitch method and then added a few sequins, and I think that's really cute, so I still want to use that as well. Okay, let me show you where I'm at. So I layered that, I got that glued down. I then decided to make this picture the focal picture. It's smaller, so that obviously is why I did that. And then I just layered it. So long hair, short hair, as to why the short hair picture is there. I just backed it on some pink pattern paper from the same collection. I think it's Dear Lizzie, Serendipity, which is this. And then I decided it should go here, but I like the idea of having some more yellow, so I added some washi. But I want the washi to come off the page here as well, so I just want to show you my quick trick. So instead of making it so you're wasting like we waste washi, right? Like everyone has so much of it. But this is a great way to do it. So, and then you just go down the page and then it will look, you'll see little hints of it as you do it. So just a little tip about that. And then I'm going to do a little bit more embellishment and my title and it'll be done. So this is a fast one because the concept was already there and I had all the papers and stuff, and a lot of times that's what takes me so long, is deciding on my papers. So it should be quite fast after I get to that, but I really wanted to show you how I do my washi. Okay, I'm really sorry about the noise, but I just really want to get this recorded so I can get it uploaded for you guys. This is my finished layout for it. You do see that this was cut because I did cut it originally for the other one. I'm just going to leave it when it goes into the layout. It's fine. Maybe I'll add some washi if it really bothers me, but I'm leaving it. I'll bring it up close. It says, but first, let me take a selfie. I did do some journaling. It's quite hard to see, but I'm okay with that. I know what it says. If someone really wants to see it, they just have to look up close. And I added just a little frame, a little bit of embellishment, a corner piece, and then this is my bottom embellishment piece. Really, really simple, but I'm happy with it. So there you guys go. 3 layouts that needed a little bit of a facelift. They got them, and I love them much more for it. Thanks so much for sticking around and watching this with me. I'll be back with another layout soon. Bye, everyone.